Hello everybody, it's your favorite West Virginia Space here, and the Roman video blew up apparently. Thank all of you guys deeply. This is very heartwarming to me. So I thought I'd use something in a similar vein, and though how often do men think of the Roman Empire concept is relatively new, there is one much older meme / actual idea that I think is a bit more interesting to a degree. It's the idea of the NPC, non-player character, or sometimes also called the intellectual zombie. So ultimately, what does this meme mean, and what's its truth behind it? Well, I have an idea. I could be wrong, but hey, that's what we hear the video, so just sit back and let's see. Now, of course, the NPC meme is much older than the Roman Empire meme by quite a lot. And though it started out as this kind of a silly joke of people who just seem kind of silly, this has broadly grown to what some people consider an actual serious thing. Like, these people are actually NPCs, quote unquote. This is very, very common among certain groups that, preach or at least have the idea that we live in a virtual reality or that kind of thing. I've also seen people talk about the idea that there isn't enough souls to go around. It's just weird questions like that, man. But that does ultimately get to the question of what are the traits of an NPC? Well, most people would say kind of stupid, but I don't think it's that. We all recognize a stupid person. The NPC really, at least as a meme concept, isn't really that. Is that they're more so someone who just follows things blindly, mostly in the realm of politics. And it's important to clarify something here. I don't think the NPC is exclusive to any political group or affiliation, or that anyone is immune to it. I've seen NPC-type behavior in people from every political party. So this isn't me hating on one group saying you're just a bunch of NPC cows or whatever. No, this is a universal thing. So, get your head out of the gutters, people. But, ultimately, another behavior I think people undermine is actually the whole how NPCs often act silly in games. If an enemy AI is attacking you, that's pretty normal. But when you go into stealth mode, it arbitrarily stops. I think behavior like that is extremely common in what people cite as NPC behavior, but they circle around it. I don't think many people are consciously aware of it, but it's like the weird bits where they'll say one thing and do something that's a bit different. Or something doesn't add up, I think really confuses people and leads to this belief in the NPC meme. But all this is fine and dandy, right? But what causes the NPC? Why are we seeing the rise of the NPC? What does this mean for society? Who's behind it? And what could it mean? Well, let's go into that. Now, a lot of people, when talking about the NPC meme or in real life, will go on about how it's the souls, there's enough souls to go around, and they're actually not humans at all, but virtual programming, we live in the Matrix, or something like that, and just 1,000 other things I've heard. And honestly, they all seem rather silly, mostly because all of them often rely on some extremely fantastical elements to be possible that do not have real basis very well. Realistically here, people, you haven't been able to cite good evidence of the virtual reality that we live in the Matrix. I'm sorry, but you just haven't. And stuff like that is a very similar category. Also, because I'm slightly worried sometimes when people start going about how the NPCs aren't human, because that's very quick to, ideologies and thought process that goes to them, we can do whatever we want to them, which is, I don't think it's a philosophy people want to go down again. But I think much broader. I think I do have a good explanation for the NPC meme. Fundamentally, an NPC concept is a person. It's a very simple person. A person like you and me. It's just that an NPC generally just kind of believes whatever their group says. If their group says to believe Y, they believe Y. But they don't know why they believe Y. And it isn't because they're somehow a stupid person or a non-human. They're just as human as the rest of us. They just never bothered to think about that. They put trust blindly into certain concepts. And not like in a faith kind of way. Just in the, my group says this, so I believe this. It's a pretty simple way of viewing the world, which honestly explains so much of the NPC meme. It explains why they can say the same takes over and over again with no variation, because they aren't fundamentally actually thinking about things. They just know, my group says to do this, so I shall say this or do this. And it also means why you can get weird hypocrisy, because they don't actually understand the philosophy or the reasoning behind their certain actions. They just know, do X, so I will do X. And you can get a lot of hypocrisy there because of it. I think, and it also explains certain weird behavior, why they seem kind of off, because they don't really think about what they say a lot of times. I think a lot of it has gotten worse because so many people talk more online. The pandemic really hit everyone there. So a lot of people's social skills got worse. A lot of people got used to more talking online. And all of this led to a feeling and ability for people to seem more off. Where people used to go and hang more, they hang out more online. And let's be honest here, it's a lot easier to convince yourself that someone is a chatbot if you can't see their face. And fundamentally, I think all these factors have combined together, and with certain people just loving to judge other people as we always do, I think it's led to the NPC concept. Now, once again, I don't think the NPC is a different person type. It's just a person who doesn't really think about what they say very much. This isn't unique to one group, race, affiliation, sex, or whatever. It's just people who don't really think about what they say. And this is a concept about as old as time itself, in my opinion. So ultimately, that's just my opinion on the NPC meme. I mean, what do you think? Do you think there's something else behind it? Do you think I'm right? Please comment down below, and I'll see you all next time. Yeah. Hey, why don't you hit that sub button? You're gonna become a subscribble. Get to see my content quicker. Wouldn't that be nice? I bet so.